properties of aldehyde and ketones, reduction reactions. Okay, so reduction reactions, already we know that addition of hydrogen. Okay, so with the common reducing agents, what are the common reducing agents? Lithium aluminum hydride, sodium borohydride, and hydrogenation of nickel palladium. Okay, so these are the common reducing agents. Okay, so for aldehyde, in the presence of common reducing agents such as anyone, for let me take sodium borohydride. Okay, so this particular thing, aldehyde alone converted to give, in the presence of reducing agent, it converted to give alcohol. Okay, so that is what alcohol? Primary alcohol. Because of the alcohol, this OH group bonded with only one carbon atom. Okay, so that is primary alcohol. CH2OH means primary alcohol. Okay, right. So only thing, in the presence of reducing agent, aldehyde converted to alcohol. Okay, so here you see that CH2CHO. Okay, so this CH2CHO, it converted to give CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 butanol. This is what? 1, 2, 3 butanol. Okay, CH2, CH2OH. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, butane 1-ol. Okay, right. So butanol to butane 1-ol in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride or sodium borohydride or hydrogenation of nickel palladium. Okay, so any suitable reducing agent, it converted to, so aldehyde to alcohol. Okay, so students, here you see ketone. Okay, so this ketone, this particular carbonyl group converted to secondary alcohol. Okay, so the ketone, it gives the ketone to secondary alcohol. So R, C bond OH bond R. Okay, in the presence of reducing agent NaBH4. Okay, so in the ketone, in the presence of reducing agents, it gives secondary alcohol. Okay, secondary alcohol. So students, you see, aldehyde in the presence of reducing agent, it gives primary alcohol, and ketone in the presence of reducing agent, it gives secondary alcohol. Okay, right. So the same here, this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So butanone. Okay, so this butanone, this particular, the carbonyl group converted to secondary alcohol. Okay, so that is CH3, C bond OH and CH2, CH3. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4 butane 2-ol. Okay, so or butane all. Okay, right. So students, in previous chapter alcohol, we studied alcohol oxidized to give aldehyde or carboxylic acid. Okay, for this aldehyde chapter, this aldehyde or ketone in the presence of suitable reducing agent, the aldehyde, it gives the primary alcohol, ketone in the presence of reducing agent, it gives the secondary alcohol. Okay, so this is a reduction reaction. Okay, and so you keep it in your mind, that is the common reducing agents. Okay, so then it is easy to write. Okay, next one, Clemmenschen reduction reactions. Okay, so what is Clemmenschen reduction reactions? These reactions, the another name is reduction to give hydrocarbons. Because of, from this Clemmenschen reduction reactions, we can get the product hydrocarbon. Okay, concern aldehyde and ketone converted to give the reducing agents to give to produce the that hydrocarbons. Okay, for example, a carbonyl compound and the reduction with con HCl and ZnHg means zinc amalgam. Okay, so any metal with mercury, that is zinc amalgam, or so the concern amalgam. Mercury means amalgam, it gives a hydrocarbon. Okay, so here you take for example carbonyl carbon. Okay, so this carbonyl carbon with reduction means addition of hydrogen in the presence of what? Zinc amalgam with concentrated HCl to produce hydrocarbon CH2 plus H2O. Okay, so this is hydrocarbon. Okay, so let me take suppose the carbonyl compound like acetaldehyde, no, CH3 CHO. So plus 4H, so gives Zn Hg con HCl. So it produces water and that is CH3 CH3, okay, plus H2O. Okay, suppose acetophenone, aromatic ketone, acetophenone, that is C double bond O CH3. This is acetophenone that react with HCl in the presence of zinc amalgam to produce this particular thing. It get converted to ethyl benzene. Okay, so ethyl CH2 CH3. So sorry, CH3. This is ethyl group, the ethyl group in the benzene. So ethyl benzene. Okay, right. So this is acetophenone. So one ketone, okay, because CO group, acetophenone. Okay, so this is acetyl group in phenyl ring. So this is acetophenone. So students, so what is Clemmensian reduction reactions? So wherever you see zinc amalgam with con HCl in carbonyl compound, it undergoes reduction reactions to produce hydrocarbons. Okay, so to produce hydrocarbon. Okay, right. So next one, Wolff-Kishner reduction reactions. Very, very important reactions, these two reactions. The Wolff-Kishner reduction reactions, a carbonyl compound with hydrazine followed by heating with sodium or potassium hydroxide in highly boiling solvents like ethylene glycol. Okay, so here the same carbonyl group, we have to take the same carbonyl group. This is carbonyl group in the presence of hydrazine. So, or convenient we have to write. So, NH2, NH2. This is hydrazine. Okay. So, hydrazine in the, so here you see here of water. Okay. Removal of water. So, to form double bond. So, NH2. Okay. So, this intermediate product react with sodium or potassium hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide in ethylene glycol solvent, ethylene glycol. Okay, ethylene glycol to form this N2 is really, okay, so that is what CH2 hydrocarbon plus N2. Okay, this is what hydrocarbon. Okay, so let me take another one example, CH3, that is C double bond O CH3. This is what for 1 2 3. Okay, so propanone. Okay, 3 carbon atom, this is propanone in the presence of NH2. This is what hydrazine. Okay, so removal of water molecule, CH3 CH3 and double bond NH2. Okay, the same thing. So take another one, sodium hydroxide with ethylene glycol. So ethylene glycol to form this N2 is, so what you get, that is CH3 CH3 CH2 2 plus 1 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, so CH2 and plus N2. Okay, this is what propane, 1 2 3 propane. Okay, so propanone to propane. Okay, so next for aromatic, suppose take This is what benzaldehyde. The same thing, phenyl hydrazine. Okay, so you have to take NH2, NH2. What do you get? This removal of water to get CH double bond NH2. Okay, so here the same KOH, ethylene glycol. So ethylene glycol to form toluene. So toluene, this is what? Toluene. Okay, so students, so this reduction reaction is very important. Okay, for Clemmensch's, wherever you see zinc amalgam with Con HCl, so the carbonyl compound either aldehyde or ketone converted to give hydrocarbons. Okay, at the same time, Wolff-Kishner, what is the reagent? Hydrazine. Okay, so hydrazine, what is the formula? NH2, NH2. So here with the carbonyl compound, removal of water molecule on intermediate, after it hydrolyzed with good solvent like ethylene glycol and potassium or sodium hydroxide, we can get the same hydrocarbon, but here the reagent alone different. If you used a compound, it is one of the compound, react with the phenyl hydrazine. So what is the compound? A compound, carbonyl compound. So the reagent phenyl hydrazine to produce hydrocarbon. Okay, so like that the paragraph write questions or else the complete the following type questions will ask you. So the reagent is very important, students. So each and every naming reactions with reagent is very important, and what reactant in the presence of a particular reagent gives the what product. Okay, that also important. Okay, oxidation properties. Okay, so aldehydes are easy to oxidize, to get oxidized to carboxylic acid with strong oxidizing agent like KMnO4, K2Cr2O7, but ketones are difficult to oxidize. Under the drastic conditions means with the compulsory we have to make some temperature ranges. They undergo cleavage to produce a mixture of carboxylic acid, each having less number of carbon atoms than ketones. Okay, so after giving the products, it is a less number of carbon atoms when compared to the ketones. Okay, so this is oxidation. So aldehyde easily undergoes oxidation reactions in the presence of strong oxidizing agent KMnO4. Okay, so this particular aldehyde get converted to give acid. Okay, so here 1, 2, 3 propanaldehyde in the presence of strong oxidizing agent, it gives propanoic acid. Okay, and so but ketone here, so under the drastic conditions we have to maintain the temperature. This the bond carbon 1 or carbon 2 or carbon 3, the bond cleavage to make a carboxylic acid. Okay, so for this bond cleave COOH, and here less number of carbon atom, here COOH. Okay, so you see here number of carbon atom is 1, 2, 3, 4, but here no 1, 2, and this is less number compared to this one for ketone. Okay, so here same example for the another one example. Here the first carbon atom cleave, and this is CH3COOH, and here one less number of carbon atom, this also CH3COOH. Okay, otherwise we have to write 2 moles of CH3COOH. Okay, so students, so easily aldehydes undergo strong oxidizing agent, it gives the product, but ketone, so do not it gets oxidized, but under the drastic conditions in the presence of strong oxidizing agent, it cleaved to produce the acid, carboxylic acid. Okay, so that carboxylic acid is lesser number of carbon atom when compared to the ketone. Okay, and the test to distinguish between aldehyde and ketones, this is aldehyde and ketones are react with mild oxidizing agents. So here Tollens reagent and Fehling solutions are mild oxidizing agents. Okay, so students, we are going to do for some practicals for a functional group analysis, suppose you have aldehyde group or you have a ketone group, so how do you distinguish between aldehyde and ketones? Okay, so how to report, ma'am, I have a aldehyde functional group, I have a ketone functional group, carbonyl compounds, both the group are carbonyl compounds, then how we can identify the aldehyde and ketone? Okay, so here what is Tollens reagent? Tollens reagent means ammoniacal silver nitrate. Okay, so the ammonium solutions mixed with silver nitrate, that is called, the mixture is called ammoniacal silver nitrate. Okay, so this Tollens reagent is nothing but silver mirror test. Okay, okay, so aldehydes in the presence of Tollens reagent. What is Tollens reagent? When the examiner also will ask you, write the formula for Tollens reagent, AgNH3 twice plus, this is what your Tollens reagent to produce carboxylate anion and silver mirror, because of silver metal present, so the to produce a silver mirror. Okay, so inside the test tube. Okay, so that is called silver mirror test. Okay, right. But what about ketone? Ketone in the presence of the Tollens reagent, so there is no reactions takes place. So students, keep it in your mind. For aldehyde alone react with the Tollens reagent to produce a silver mirror. For ketone, so do not react with the Tollens reagent. Okay, another one is Fehling solutions. The one more question is, what is Fehling A solution and what is Fehling B solutions? Fehling A solution is copper sulfate. Fehling B is sodium or potassium tartrate. Okay, simply it is called Rochel's salt. Okay, that is Rochel's salt. Okay, so the mixture of this copper salt of complex with sodium potassium tartrate is called Fehling solution. That is Fehling A plus Fehling B, it gives the Fehling solutions. Okay, here also this aldehyde react with Fehling solutions to produce carboxylate anion with the cupric oxide. Okay, because here the oxidation reactions takes place to form a red precipitate. The forming of the red precipitate, it shows that the presence of aldehyde group is present. Okay, the compound contains aldehyde group, but in the ketone there is no reactions takes place. Okay, so that, so students, you keep it in your mind, both Tollens and Fehling test, the ketone do not react. Okay, but aldehyde react to produce a concern carboxylate anion with, for Tollens silver mirror, here thus white red precipitate of cuprous oxide. Suppose benzaldehyde. Okay, suppose benzaldehyde, this is your benzaldehyde. Okay, that is a CHO and benzophenone. Okay, benzophenone, COCH3. Okay, so this is aldehyde, so it react with silver nitrate, AgNH3 twice plus. Okay, so it react to produce concern ion. Okay, carboxylate ion and what is that, silver mirror plus NH3 plus H2O. Okay, so here there is no reaction for Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent, there is no reactions. Okay, no reaction. Okay, so because it is a ketone, it do not react with the Tollens test, but aldehyde it react with the Tollens test. At the same time here, no, for example acetaldehyde, CH3 CH2 CHO react with, what is that, Cu2 plus with OH minus. Okay, so that is copper sulfate, that copper sulfate with the potassium tartrate salt. Okay, so react to produce concern CH3 CH2 COO minus plus red precipitate plus H2O. Okay, at the same time acetophenone, what happens, CH3 C double bond O CH3, that is the same Fehling reactions, there is no reaction because the presence of the ketone do not react with the Fehling solutions. Okay, so students, so this is what your identification test for aldehyde and ketone. Another one test, that is methyl iodide, oxidation of methyl iodide. Okay, oxidation of methyl ketone. So what is methyl ketone? At least the carbonyl carbon atom with one methyl group, CH3 C double bond O, no? So this is methyl group, CO group with methyl, okay, and that is CH3 CO, okay. So this is your methyl ketone, okay, methyl ketone or methyl aldehyde, okay. So this methyl ketone or methyl aldehyde react with sodium hydroxide, NaOH, sodium hydroxide and sodium iodide with iodine solution to form yellow precipitate. So this yellow precipitate is called iodoform test, okay. So when you find the methyl group with the CO, so that particular thing it react with this iodoform test to give a positive result, that is yellow precipitate is formed, okay. So that is especially for methyl group, methyl ketone, methyl carbonyl group, so it gives a positive result for iodoform test, okay. So that is yellow precipitate, okay. So this also one more question here, yellow precipitate, for Fehling solutions red precipitate, here the presence of silver mirror, okay. So that's all, ma.